Hello, beautiful. It's Jo again, and I am back to finish up week 48. And that was, of course, the final days of my longevity fast and the refeed, and then getting back onto schedule. This was also supposed to be when I do my body measurements, but I have not had the chance to do it yet. So maybe in a few days, maybe next week. But this is just going to be a brief summary of how the longevity fast went. I did not manage to make it to 7 days, which was my plan. I actually only made it a few more hours after my last update video. I made it to 136 hours, which is about 5.5 days. So I cut myself short by a day and a half. Yeah, day and a half. I was struggling to get enough salt, and that did not change. Even having a bone broth didn't get me enough, even with more salt. And I was starting to get weak and jittery even when I wasn't trying to walk. Gizmo didn't even get a walk that day because I'm like, I don't think I need to go out there. I'm feeling a little too, and that's too much for me. That is when it's like, no, if I cannot get enough electrolytes by taking them by mouth without food, then I have to eat. So I did. I never got worse than feeling just a little ugh. So don't worry. I'm not trying to, give myself a heart attack or anything from lack of electrolytes. I actually was getting quite a few electrolytes. But apparently for a longer fast like that, you need a lot more than I thought. But I did 5.5 days, which is still an awesome fast. Then I refed. I have to say, my refeeding went pretty good. I was eating things I shouldn't necessarily be eating, trying to refeed from a longer fast. But on the other hand, it was a dirty fast. I had been having the apple cider vinegar. I had been having the lemon juice. I had been having the bone broth for the last couple of days, even though it was only a little bit of bone broth. But it was enough that my digestive system was still functioning, so I had no digestive distress really at all refeeding. So yay. I know that there's strong chances I didn't get a lot of the benefits of a longevity fast that I would have gotten if I had been able to clean fast. But I have to say that as a first extremely long fast, it was a learning process. And not having the digestive distress was a wonderful bonus. So yeah, I mean, even though the apple cider vinegar is tough for me because I just don't like it. I mean, I open the bottle and it's just like, I don't want to smell that. It's so gross. Pickles, I barely even do. Like a kosher dill every once in a while if I'm in the right mood. Not often, not regularly. I don't eat vinegary things. I don't eat oil and vinegar salad dressings. None of it. It's not for me. So that is the most challenging part in some ways. Now, coming off of the fast, my intent was to refeed between 2 to 3 days, especially since I only did 5.5 days. You only need to refeed half the number of days that you fasted is rule of thumb. So if you fast 6 days, you need to refeed for 3 days before you go back into fasting is the preference. And I have had the intent to fast a couple of times since then and not managed to push through. Now, I don't know what that is about lately, where I can do an extended fast better than I can do my alternate day. Today is a fast day. Yesterday was supposed to be a fast day. I started off going light. Then I'm like, well, maybe if I just do the under 500 calorie modified fast. And then before you knew it, I was eating garbage. I mean, honestly, I don't want to know what the scale says right now because that's not the way I'm supposed to be doing it. And I don't know why it's gotten challenging. The sugar cravings are out of control. I also think I need to stop having those little drinks, the sparkling ice with the sucralose, which is like Splenda. I like the taste of them. I like the way the carbonation makes me feel a little bit fuller. I don't think my body likes Splenda. I don't think my body is a fan of sucralose. I think it's part of some of the problems digestively that I may be having. I can say, though, that having done all of the apple cider vinegar so much My digestive system is a lot happier this month than was last month. I also still have not taken the intestinal parasite treatment. I'm still waiting for it to come. With all the weather distress in certain parts of the country, including my poor family and friends in Texas, I think it was just sitting at a warehouse waiting to be processed. So, yeah. And I live in a rural area. That's not something I can just pick up off the shelf. It's simpler to just wait for it to come in the mail. So that is still being waited on. And that is really it. I am attempting to get back onto fasting, but I fasted for 5.5 days, and now I have eaten for 5 days. And today is day 6 after the fast, and I am trying to get back right with my food. And that is it. It is still a challenge to fast some days, especially if I'm at home. It's easier when I'm out and about in the world and working and doing things, and it's easier to keep my brain in a different zone. And it didn't used to be nearly so hard to fast at home. Also, did pretty well with my yoga. Last week, I managed to do 4 or 5 days in a row without a break. My body was starting to get past the sore zone and really enjoying getting back to it. So we're on the right track with my fitness, and the weather is starting to clear up enough that I think I'm going to be able to get on the roads to walk a lot more now. And that, my friends, is all she wrote. So please do like, subscribe, comment, notification, do all the things, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a beautiful day.